Well, the MK party has been addressing artists in downtown Johannesburg earlier. And as we alluded to earlier, SABC News reporter Ntlantla Kgatlhane was there, and he now joins me in studio to give us an update. Ntlantla, a very good evening to you. Tell us what today was all about and what is this MKCC?
Well, thank you so much. Let me start by greeting you and our viewers at home. Quite interestingly today, former President Jacob Zuma, taking nothing for chance with this much contested elections. Today he met with the Creative Council. This structure, I don't know if it's a formal structure. You keep on asking them, is it a formal structure within the party? But they just said that, they were established like 2 weeks ago. So basically the president there, addressing them, after interacting with them, they had a discussion with regards to the plights of the artists, whereby they raised their own view, saying that they feel like the current government still, leaves them out when it comes to what they raise. Former President Jacob Zuma, they encouraging them to, to go out and, lobby support for MK. And one of the things that came out, Alicia, is that former President Jacob Zuma calling them to, take the message of unity to people, saying that before he came to that particular event, he was busy with the party's manifesto, and just giving a snippet in terms of, what the party's manifesto is going to be about, saying, making certain promises, talking about, social grants, saying that, what MK is going to propose is going to shock a lot of people, especially when it comes to, social grants, saying that the universities in the countries are few. One of the things that the party will do will build more universities, and they will force, matriculants to go to universities. And if you don't want to go there, you can join the army, and they'll make it, very interesting to young people, whereby they'll even pay them more. Another thing that he said was in their manifesto was an issue of, the party is going to go on a drive whereby it's going to make rural areas interesting for people who live there. They're going to build, factories, and saying that also that with townships, they're going to make, build, or rather turn them into smart cities. And also he made mention of the Roman Dutch law, saying that, amongst the things that the party is going to be to do is to, create a form of an African law, as he believes that this Roman Dutch law, doesn't work for people, Alicia.
Yes. So speaking of that manifesto, since you've let the cat out of the bag, Ntlantla, did he, make any revelations as to when the MK is going to actually hold its official manifesto and where?
They remain mum with regards to that. I mean, we try to interact with him just to get, a one-on-one with him, whereby he refused, and he said that in due time, the party will indeed announce where and when they will, hold their manifesto.
Look, Ntlantla, I know that the MK party has also been, in fact, the former president has been very vocal about encouraging all the black parties to actually unite under the banner for these elections. So what was he saying around that? We've seen how he was wishing Julius Malema a happy birthday, and a lot of people are, there's quite a lot of rumor, and this is just rumor, saying that there might just be some sort of pact between the EFF and the MK party.
I think there's something that, that was quite interesting that he said, especially when he started speaking. He called on, blacks to unite, saying that this is a crucial time, and this will determine if black people are united. He made mention of, a few things that, or rather observation that he had made, saying that, blacks are the ones that remain to be the one impoverished. Blacks are the ones that you find in shacks. Black matriculants are the ones that, struggle to find spaces in universities. So saying that clearly shows that, he was calling on, a form of unity. I mean, when we were there, we also saw Andile Mqitama amongst, those people who are very vocal when it comes to, calling for leftist parties to come together during this election, Alicia.
And with that, he did say that a lot of black people, Ntlantla, have been excluded from policy making decisions as well as structures. And he says he's encouraging, all the voters to go out there and put the X next to MK because they will champion these. Did he, give you more information as to how they're going to be campaigning about the country as we head to the 29th of May?
He took a swipe at Parliament, saying that, as much as, there's democracy, doesn't work for ordinary people. You know, saying that, you know, you'd find that parliamentarians are the ones that, you know, make policies without consultation, and saying that with MK, that is going to change. Parliament is going to change. They're going to gather views of people. You know, laws will be made based on views. I guess it goes back to what he had proposed, saying that, you know, the Roman Dutch law is going to be dealt with, and he's going to create a form of African law that will cater for, you know, black Africans. Yeah.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Big promises in Ntlantla, all remains to be seen, and hopefully a date for that manifesto for the MK party should be announced very soon. SABC News reporter there, Ntlantla Kgatlhane, on what, of course, the former president and now the representative of the MK party, Jacob Zuma, was saying as he was speaking to the MKCC earlier on in Johannesburg today.